Folks, what is up and welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney with an Actual Lawyer. I'm your host, Zach, joined by our voice actor, Wes.
Hi!
And our actual lawyer, Princh.
Hello.
Hey folks, if you like this, you can catch it usually every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time right here on youtube.com/SaveDataTeam. But guess what? Next week, due to scheduling conflicts, we're actually going to have to stream it on Thursday. So Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's literally the same time, it's just one day later in the week. Also, I should announce, in case you're not aware, the Investigations Remaster does come out next week. Currently, in case you don't know, we are partnered with Capcom on a Nexus.gg store. Basically, it's a website where you can order games, pre-order games on Steam. It's PC only. But if you're going to buy a Capcom game, particularly this upcoming Investigations game, because I know a lot of our fan base is going to want to check it out, you can buy it there. It will cost the exact same price, but we will get 20% of the sale. So if you're going to buy it anyways on PC, I would very much appreciate if you did that. It is nexus.gg/SaveDataTeam. It is currently not on the website. I cannot stress this enough. They have promised me that it will be before next week. But if you just wait until the release date or shortly before, I'm sure it will be up there. I would very much appreciate it. That's a great way to help us out and not help us out, but still get something that you want anyways. And speaking of helping us out and getting things, you can head over to patreon.com/SaveDataTeam, where you can get yourself included in this very cool Patreon song. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons. Burger Bun, Captain Malik Spun, Andy Cosmo, Cud, Abe Holic, Kinko Sofino, HSM, Ernless, Margs the Jester, Yane Love, Logan 01, Jack Warner, Witch Tower, Kevin, Asian, Selfaria, Arky, Forensic, Beck, Nicole, Smart Alec, Mystic, Woody, Leprechaun, Jacob Bell, Crimson, Chrissy, Victor Alexander, Shadowed Navi, Soul Masters, BBC, Watts and Riser, Sherlock, Seller, Mr. Mocha Straw Breaker, Animoera, Lil Ghost, Godwind on Ruby, John Ashking, Kira, Mega Zero, and Boomer Emily. Plethora of penguins and who need to sleep, Alea, Yakta, Est Ever Entropy, JFJ, Nightwing, Ichiza, T, The Driver, 458, ATD. Maho Stars, Red, Crest, Will Ben and Chosen, Tin, Mickey, Anime, Checker, Knight, and JC, Foxington. Dessert Boy Man, Elijah Sly, Rick Rat, Katja, Traveling in a Box, and Snowcat, Conjuring, Scribesio, Croissant, Fulfilla, Written Word, Wraith, Mercury, Sibylla. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons. But with that all out of the way, let's get back into the game.
Alright, so what happened?
We basically proved that Cosmos might be in...
Oh yeah, that he's guilty. Alright, next case.
That Candace Arm fired at him, and that's why he has the bullet. And
right, because he had his badge, caught the bullet.
Right.
Director Cosmos, a new possibility has been presented by the defense. They are claiming that you were this third person.
Forgive me. I'm so sorry.
So the great pioneer of space development is revealed to be just another fabulous cur.
I like that phrase a lot. A fabulous cur.
What makes? I guess that's something that makes fables and lies.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I bit my tongue. I meant to say fabulous.
I was gonna say it is not saying it is not saying he's a fabulous cur.
No,
it is saying he lies.
I only have one question for the likes of you. Shall I send you off quickly or very quickly?
How shall I murder you?
Man, you can
Ketchup or mustard?
You can change one word in this sentence and it becomes very funny instantly. Anyways. The evidence doesn't lie, Director Cosmos, so don't try to talk your way out of this.
Fine, I'll tell the truth. It's all just as you say, Mr. Wright. It's true that I was there in the boarding lounge. I got there before Detective Arm, and when she arrived, she fired warning shots at me. I was afraid people would mistake me for the killer, so I escaped to the control room.
That's such a bad... What?
I thought people might mistake me for the killer, so I killed someone to make sure it wasn't a mistake.
I then went past the elevators and all the way around to the boarding lounge 1 again.
And then I scared Candace Arm. I
And
said,
then I
"Boo!"
snuck up behind her and went boo. I came up behind Detective Arm and pretended to be the second on the scene.
What a troublesome old man you are, with such convoluted deeds and thoughts.
Yes, my motives are quite complex.
God bless.
I see. So then, are you still insisting that you did not kill the victim?
Of course I am. When I arrived at the lingerie alone, I saw the true killer. The great Yuri Cosmos was a history-making witness.
You saw the real killer, Yuri Cosmos. Got him.
Boom. Boom.
The great Yuri Cosmos.
Read that back, court stenographer.
Got him. Now hold on just one moment. We just proved a few minutes ago that the third person that Mr. Starbuck and Miss Aura Blackwell saw was you.
No, it wasn't me. I saw the person as well. If I were the killer, why would I lie to cover for Starbuck? I would just leave him to take the fall.
That is an excellent point.
All I wanted to do was protect Starbuck. I said I was in the control room to invent an escape route for a third person.
Well, it makes some sense if he told those lies to cover for Mr. Starbuck.
Still, a lie's a lie, Athena.
That means death.
So, Director Cosmos claims he's not the culprit, but where's the proof?
In the pudding.
I just remembered. I have an alibi. Ms. Blackwell said that she saw the killer at 10 a.m., correct?
Yes. And?
Well, I was on the 4th floor helping with the evacuation effort. Ask any member of the staff you'd like. They'll corroborate me.
The director is not fibbing to the court, for once. I confirm that he has an alibi for the time specified.
So, you're claiming that Miss Blackwell saw the killer commit the crime first at 10 a.m. And that you arrived to the lounge after that.
Yes, and I believe the person I saw is the same person that Miss Blackwell saw. Although it was pitch black, so it was more of a shadowy figure and less of a person. And I couldn't actually see their face, but it was definitely the silhouette of an earthling.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, good thing. All right, we can rule out aliens.
It's not spaghetti aliens.
As long as he has an alibi, we can't very much claim Director Cosmos was the killer.
No, we can't. Then again, maybe we don't need to yet. I wonder if he was really covering for Mr. Starbuck. Your Honor, the defense moves to have the director testify about the person he saw.
Very well. Director Cosmos, your testimony, please.
Okay.
As I tried to enter the lingerie, the true killer inside fired a gun at me. I hid to avoid getting shot. But when I tried to get another look, they had vanished into thin air. I was near the elevator's side door and well, the Launchpad 1 door. And the control room door should have been shut tight to the killer.
So, you were shot at by the killer as well. And then they disappeared.
Yes, though luckily no harm came to my glorious body.
What the fuck?
Unfortunately, the bullet hit Terran's oxygen tank. I know because I heard a pang. That must have been the sound of the tank being ruptured.
Panic Pang, it's you. They heard you.
Wait, but I thought the bullet hit his metal.
That was Detective Arm's bullet, remember?
Even Athena's confused.
Right. What a mess this is turning into. So, let's see. Director Cosmos is claiming that when he found Mr. Terran and his killer, the culprit shot a 10 caliber bullet at him.
Right. But it actually hit Mr. Terran's oxygen tank and ruptured it.
And then the killer disappeared, and the director went into the boarding lounge. When Detective Arm caught up and fired those warning shots at him, judging by his medal, it looks like one of them almost took him out too.
Good summary, but that doesn't explain where our mystery killer went. Director Cosmos.
Athena, summarize for me.
Yeah. Director Cosmos,
Really?
I was wondering if you could elaborate on when the figure disappeared.
I'm ashamed to admit I tried to hide myself when I was shot at, but when I peeped back into the lingerie, the real killer was gone.
He peeped.
I rushed into the lingerie straight away to investigate. I didn't go back to my quarters for a change of pants because I had wet myself. But what I found was Terran with a knife in his chest and Starbuck out cold on the floor.
So we have a culprit who vanished from a scene that had no escape route.
Vanished without a trace. It's truly like one of the great mysteries of the cosmos.
Silence.
A riddle of the ages, indeed. But I'd rather know how a fibbing leech such as
Damn.
you can be lauded as
Ooh.
great.
God
Dipping
damn.
leech is brutal.
A great man is always misunderstood in his own time.
Not always.
But he must remain true to himself, even if those around him don't understand.
Wow, that might be the first true statement he's said all day. But how do you suppose this person managed to vanish so quickly?
Simple. Because it was Space Boy himself. When he was spotted by the director in Aura, he quickly feigned unconsciousness. That would certainly take all the mystery out of the idea of a vanishing culprit.
I want to raise an objection, but I don't have any counter evidence. Director Cosmos, when you saw this person, did you also see Mr. Starbuck on the floor?
No, because it was as dark as a black hole in there.
Why has no one been able to see his body? That's my only question.
I didn't see Starbuck until the other person vanished and I entered the room.
That wasn't exactly helpful.
That wasn't helpful.
I'm prepared to accept your surrender, Wright, Dono.
I can't find any holes in his testimony, but I can't give up.
Mr. Wright, why don't you let me help?
Huh?
While the director was giving his testimony, I detected a cacophony of discord.
Which means he's hiding his true feelings from us, huh? This might just help us find out what happened to our vanished killer. That'd be great, Athena. Let's see what you can do with him.
You got it, boss. I wouldn't want to miss this chance to delve into a great mind.
Sorry for you.
Yuri Cosmos, prepare to hand over the secrets of your heart to me.
Wait, are you a phantom thief?
Phantom
like,
thieves?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Phoenix, show him the calling card.
Wake up, get up, yeah.
Director Yuri Cosmos, you'll never see it coming. This has been bothering me as well. Razorite Crest gifted $1 saying it's probably going to bother me forever, but how the fuck was the lounge so dark at 10 a.m. with one unshaded window? There's got to be something going on with that window that makes it dark, but they're not going to tell us that, because why would they? But yeah, if there was a singular window, this room would not be that dark at 10 a.m. I'm sorry. Anyways. Okay. Entered the lounge. True killer inside fired a gun at me. He's a little bit angry at this.
I mean, that's anger, surprise, and fear.
Also, I'm realizing
I
that
like-
he's on the fucking thing, so the idea
Yeah,
of him, like,
I like
rolling
the
around
idea of
corner
him
and
being like,
backing up.
Just the
'Cause, like-
impressive maneuverability needed to like go in and then immediately back up and get
Yeah.
behind the corner.
And then I parallel parked around the corner.
Yeah, that dude can fucking parallel.
One-handed.
Hid to avoid getting shot at. But when I tried to get another look, they had vanished into thin air. It feels weird that you
There's
have
no
no
surprise.
emotions about that. Yeah, particularly surprise. That's probably what it is. I was near the elevator side door. And, well, the launch pad door and control room door
Wow.
should have been shut tight to the killer. Okay, yeah, let's go back.
That
and
was
do
weird
one.
that he was sad.
It was weird. I still think this is more pinpoint.
That he's not surprised.
Surprise.
Got him.
You must have thought that it was very strange that the killer vanished into thin air.
I did. That kind of thing just doesn't happen. Usually.
And yet, at that time, you barely registered any shock at the occurrence.
What? Why are you...
I can only think of one reason as to why you weren't surprised by the killer's vanishing act. You must have had a good idea of where they went. Isn't that right?
What? No, of course not. That's preposterous. Only I can enter the control room. And the area beyond the launch pad door was filled with smoke, making it impassable. And as for the southern door... I was standing right there. So there was nowhere for the killer to run to.
Maybe, or maybe not. You went into the room to check on Mr. Starbuck and Mr. Taryn, yes? What if the culprit took that opportunity to silently slip out through the southern door?
I highly doubt it. As you recall, right after I entered the lounge, Detective Arm came rushing towards it herself via the southern hallway. Anyone trying to escape through there would have been caught by her.
And yet, the director wasn't surprised the killer vanished. So you're absolutely sure there was no escape route for the culprit to use? Okay, there's definitely an escape route that they could have used.
It's working, boss. One more punch and it'll be a knockout.
Knockout!
There seems to be one more emotion that's at odds with his testimony. Go get him.
Wes, I was holding that knockout in so bad. I'm glad you said it.
The
Cuphead knockout.
Knockout!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get ready for a great fight. Okay, back into the Matrix it is. Oh no, Phoenix, no! Don't take the red pill. Time to pinpoint our way to victory.
Don't take the Miles Edgeworth pill. Take the Phoenix Wright pill.
Are you kidding me? They need him in the Matrix. That dude could just get torn apart by a sentinel and just wouldn't even care. It's not gonna Phoenix Wright. Dude can't die.
I'm totally Edgeworth pilled. I've been Phoenix maxing.
Now, wait a minute. If any artists want to draw the main cast of the first Matrix as characters from the Ace Attorney universe,
I would like that. Yeah.
I would love to see that.
I don't know how the fuck you're gonna do that, but good luck. Tried to enter the lounge. Sorry. True killer fired a gun.
That's all normal.
Yeah.
We did this one.
Tried to get another look. They had vanished into thin air.
We already pinpointed
okay,
this
here's the new
one.
thing. No?
Side
Oh,
door.
launch pad one door.
Well, why was he?
Wait.
Why was he?
Yeah, it's weird that he's sad.
Why is he sad/scared at that statement? That statement should have no emotion. Because I'd argue that statement should have no emotion.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you seem to be afraid of the launch pad door.
What are you, a little baby?
That shit's terrifying!
That door killed my parents.
The great Yuri Cosmos, afraid? And what basis do you have for that outlandish accusation?
Whether I have any basis or not, you seem quite distressed by it.
I'm most certainly not.
Director Cosmos, there's something about the launch pad door you're not telling us, isn't there?
Wow, he's speechless. It looks like
He
you hit
is
the nail on
screaming
the
in
head,
terror right
boss.
now.
Which is kind of like being speechless. In a way. I'll just input those two pieces of data, and yes, just what I wanted to see.
His social security number.
It's 0000002.
I'm stealing everything.
Good work, boss. We're set for life.
Presto
Wait a minute. He's
Chango.
got no money.
Preston
Presto
Chango.
Chango,
Son of a wizard. Son of a wizard. Shout out to Preston Chango.
That's Preston Chango.
Wherever he
Everyone's
is.
favorite save data. Everyone's favorite save data character.
Presto Chango. Less Discord.
Thank God.
It looks like we're on the right track.
Thanks, Athena. Now to make sense of what we've learned. Director Cosmos wasn't surprised that the culprit suddenly vanished from the lounge, which points to the possibility that he knew where the killer had escaped to. Furthermore, talking about the door to the launch pad made him uneasy. In other words, he's probably hiding something about the launch pad 1 door. When we put these two pieces together, only one solution to this puzzle comes to mind. Director Cosmos, did the real killer escape through here? I'm assuming that means the door. Like he's scared about going through the door because that's where the person who just shot at him went?
That would make sense.
Okay.
Because the control room doesn't make sense because he couldn't get in there.
The culprit went through the Launchpad 1 door to escape, didn't they?
Yes, I mean, no! No, disaster to starboard! We're going to crash into an asteroid!
A master tactician, you are not.
You are. Nah.
Not.
But the area beyond that door was filled with smoke, wasn't it?
True. But this is still the only logical answer there is. If we can just figure out what the director is hiding about the Launchpad 1 door, we should be able to iron out the logical inconsistencies.
But that door requires fingerprint recognition. Only Starbuck, Terran, and I have access. I don't see how the killer could have opened that security lock. Do you?
I mean, there were two passed out people who could open the lock. I mean, I guess unless the gloves don't come off the suits like that. Which they probably don't. That's an easy one. The killer was right there in the boarding lounge, meaning there's a way he could have easily gotten past the security lock. Okay, Phoenix is about to say what I said, which I think is a bad dead end, but we'll see. Come to think of it, we did examine the prints on the fingerprint recognition device. I propose that the killer used this person's fingerprints to get past the security lock. Either Clay or Starbuck.
Probably Starbuck.
What makes you think him more than Clay, though?
Because that's the reason why he didn't see him on the floor, maybe?
You think he was moved closer to the door?
Yeah, or he was moved somehow.
Yeah. Alright, I'll try it. I mean, worst case scenario where it's still at full health.
That's...
Mr. Starbuck was lying unconscious there in the boarding lounge. Nice. Anybody could have easily gotten past the security lock by using Mr. Starbuck's prints. And actually, Mr. Starbuck's prints are exactly what we found on the device's screen.
Oh, I guess that's how we were supposed to know. Oops.
Yeah. Looks like he does have something to hide about the Launchpad 1 door. And I'm betting it's got something to do with the culprit's escape route. But I don't have enough information to see the whole picture yet.
You know, something just occurred to me.
I don't like any of you would want to go home. Guilty!
Why do they call them Kit Kats? Like, why not break apart bars or something?
Break apart
Or
bars,
like-
that's good.
Or like split skis.
Ooh,
You know?
Split skis is really good. I'm about to call Kit Kat and be like, listen, you guys should change it to split skis.
You guys, everyone wants
I know you have
skis.
the incredible name brand recognition already built up of decades of being Kit Kats. But what if you called yourselves split skis?
Split skis.
But what if you just completely said hell to that? What if you just said nah?
Yeah. Break me off a piece of that split ski bar. Come on, it writes itself.
Would you like to hear it?
Huh? Oh, yes. By all means.
There's a security camera in boarding lounge 1.
Right. The one that recorded the victim and the defendant. What about it, Your Honor?
If the true culprit escaped into the Launchpad 1 corridor,
Yeah, listen, the camera died.
then that might be recorded on the security footage as well. Then the mystery would be solved. What do you think of my logic?
It's a reasoning spectacular.
I hope you didn't strain your faculties too much for that, your boldness.
Damn.
I beg your pardon?
Look, if we play the security footage beyond this point...
Cut to, the siren.
Oh my! The footage cuts off.
The camera was running on backup power, but apparently the power cables were damaged. Most likely by the after effects of the explosion. There is no footage after this, be it of criminals or space aliens.
And I thought it was such a good idea, too. Shit.
Just because your grandchild
What
is
the
watching
fuck?
from the gallery.
Wait, Wes is canonically in the audience? What?
I'm canonically an Ace Attorney character. I remember this
the
too. This
fuck? Wait,
was a formative experience for me.
No, Wes. I think this is the thing where this game is set in the future from where we are now, right?
Oh, so it's predicting my future.
Yeah. So a few years from now, you'll be in this courtroom.
A few years from now,
Okay.
you'll be in this courtroom.
Back me up on that, chat. Right? It's like a few years from now. I think.
You're doing great, Grandpa!
Yeah, incredible.
Aw, thanks, Wes.
Just because your grandchild is watching from the gallery, it doesn't mean you should try to show off too much. Grandpa boldness.
Whatever.
He even knows the nickname you call him, Wes.
Prosecutor Blackwell, how did you know about my grandchild?
I think his grandchild just learned a little about the harshness of the adult world.
You're really sticking on this bit.
Damn.
Setting aside the issue of grandchildren, I'd like to have the witness continue. Director Cosmos.
Okay, we're moving on from that bit.
Could you tell us more about when you entered the Longer?
If I must.
Okay, so this is the new and updated thing. We've got, I hid to avoid getting shot, I'm scared. After the killer vanished, I went into the watch. The fucking, I'm dying about the moped. That's when Detective Arm appeared from the elevator side door. And then she shot me! So you see, the killer could have only escaped the launch pad, right? Okay, well now I don't think they have. Gotta be something with this, right? But I feel like all the emotions are pretty spot on of what he would be doing.
Fear, anger, and surprise of being shot.
Huh?
Yeah.
Go back to the one before this.
Surprised that, I mean,
Appear from.
it makes sense that he'd be like, oh, we're here.
I guess.
It's a
I
very
guess the
big
only thing I would
surprise.
say is why is he more surprised at her than of being shot?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I agree with that. He expected to be
Hey.
shot at. Okay. Director Cosmos, why were you so surprised when Detective Arm found you, and again when she fired? Isn't that a bit unnatural?
Sadly, even great men such as myself have ordinary human feelings.
Is that sad?
Our bodies are bound by the forces of gravity and emotions. Even a great man such as myself experiences surprise on occasion.
Yes, I'm sure you do. But my real point is not the fact that you were surprised, but rather what you were surprised by.
Pardon me?
First, you were surprised when Detective Arm found you in the Longer. And just after that, you were of course again surprised when she shot at you. But considering what you were surprised about, a strange phenomenon occurs here. Director Cosmos, What is strange about your surprised reaction is the fact that you were more surprised when she came.
Yes.
Sure, you were surprised when Detective Arm shot at you, but the surprise you felt when she found you in the lounge was much greater. The fact that you were more surprised by simply being found than by being shot at suggests to me that you were conflicted about whatever it was you were doing there.
The enemy has acquired a new weapon. Commence Operation Hide Under Your Desk.
Please tell me I finally sunk his battleship. Damn it.
Boss, I'm getting less Discord now. That must mean... he really is hiding something about that launchpad door.
And whatever he's hiding most likely has something to do with the killer's escape.
I wonder what it could be.
If he was doing something suspicious around that door, maybe we can spot some change between before he came to the room and after.
Detective Fulbright gave us a photo taken after the crime. Let's run a comparison.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. This is the footage of the door before Director Cosmos arrived. And this is how the door looked after the director entered the lounge.
Hey, look at that! There is a change. Something's
The door is
definitely
closed!
Something's definitely different. Director Cosmos!
What is it? What have you two been up to over there?
Finding the answer to what you were doing when Detective Arm found you. That's what. And that answer lies clearly in this footage. All we have to do is compare it to the photo that was taken during the investigation.
Don't be ridiculous. If you really do have an answer, you'd have pointed it out already.
He's asking for it. This is what changed directly after the incident. Well, let's pull up the picture, because I didn't fucking see it. Oh, no, not this one. This one.
Do you see?
Oh, was the thing turned differently? God damn it. I clicked the same thing twice. Yeah, it's vertical there, and it's horizontal in the...
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Yep.
Okay. Wow, that thing that they made a long joke about it being a burner is relevant. The answer is this knob. You knob.
You knob.
That!
Your Honor, please take a look at this footage.
Take a look at these feet.
Every time I do it,
Why
makes
did-
me never mind.
Why do you keep doing that?
Never beating the allegations.
I know, right?
Every time I do, I beat my...
Oh, that's also good.
Let's see.
Take a look at the knob next to the launchpad door. As you can see, it's horizontal. Like bridge that one.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, isn't it?
However, when we investigated the scene of the crime yesterday, the knob was vertical.
And, what does that mean?
It means that sometime before the director arrived and after, someone turned this knob. I know that he has another animation, and the fact that they've been doing the spin one, they're using it a little too much, I think. It's a really good animation.
Oh, he's spinning.
It's a
He's
little too
spinning
much.
so much.
After the scene was discovered, you were the only one who could have turned the knob. Come on now, Director Cosmos. Let's hear what you have to say. What were you trying to do by turning that knob by the door?
Fine. I admit it.
I like turning knobs. It comforts me when I'm stressed.
You're right. I did turn that knob. That knob is a safety lock meant to keep the launch pad in place. I was afraid there would be more explosions. So I wanted to move the launch pad away.
You wanted to do what?
Hey, didn't Ponko tell us something about how they prepare for launch?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they can spin like that. She said that once the launch pad's fully assembled, it's moved to the launch site.
It feels like it should take way more than the knob to do this, by the way.
But, well.
Okay.
But the safety lock in the boarding lounge has to be disengaged first.
Okay, thank you, video game. That makes sense. I guess that clears up what the knob is for.
Oh! So if the killer escaped into the launch pad 1 corridor, maybe they were transported along with the launch pad to the launch site.
I don't think so. The launch pad 1 corridor was filled with smoke. I don't think they could have escaped through the corridor.
So then, where did the killer escape to?
I guess there are still some things we have to uncover. Director Cosmos, I request that you tell us about moving the launch pad in more detail.
Fine. But listen carefully, for I'm about to give history-making testimony.
Okay. No choice but to disengage.
There's a happiness there that
Yeah, that's a little weird.
It is a little weird. It is a little weird.
there doesn't seem to be anything one should be happy about in this situation.
Yeah, let me just read the rest of it, but I think we got
Yeah.
one there. Might be more explosions, so I had to cut
Scared,
the launch
okay.
pad loose.
Still scared.
Surely the only escape the killer had was through launch pad 1. It's weird that you're angry.
The angry is a little weird.
Oh.
But that area was a sea of smoke. Confound it, where on earth could they have gone? Alright. Let's go to happiness. Quote, I had no choice but to disengage the safety lock. Make it sound like you were reluctant to do so. And yet, when you did it, you felt some joy, as if you were very pleased with yourself.
How did you do it? How did you know everything as if you were there?
I don't know. It's weird psychology, magic, science. It's the gimmick of this game.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? This is the power of analytical psychology.
It allows you to travel back in time.
To know emotions. Yeah, what did Cannibal think right before he fought Rome? How did he feel then?
Did you say Hannibal?
Hannibal. You're right.
Okay, good.
You're right. No, it's Hannibal.
Hannibal Lecter was a cannibal.
It's true. Mm-hmm. Isn't that
How
kind
did he
of
feel
wild?
before he ate those people?
Is it kind of wild that his name was Hannibal Lecter and he's a cannibal? What's the coincidence of that? Yeah,
Tell me.
We should
he's
check if
definitely a real
Hannibal.
person.
We should check if Hannibal Buress is a cannibal.
Oh.
Maybe it just comes with the name.
Mm-hmm.
The urge to eat people.
So, can't you explain why you felt joy when you disengaged the safety lock? When I think back on the facts we've discovered up to this point, I have to believe that you were trying to fulfill some hidden agenda.
How do you know about that, too?
Because you just told me, Foxboy.
Got him.
Because I'm more or less a pro at guessing.
But you have no proof that I had a hidden agenda. And even if I did, I would never, ever tell you. So there.
I know they say people regress as they grow older, but you, sir, take the cake!
And how could you doubt a man with such great intensity, intelligence, and integrity?
Silence.
You, a man of integrity? Don't make me laugh.
Prosecutor Blackwell? What came over him all of a sudden?
You've spouted nothing but falsities since you stepped up to the stand. You're not the kind of man that will be glorified in the annals of history. Not for greatness, anyway. Unless you consider greatest barefaced liar an honor.
I do, actually.
Liar!
His words bite harder than his blade, that he still doesn't have.
It's probably because he doesn't have a blade, so it's really hard for it to bite hard.
You moved Launchpad 1 after the explosions. My, how naive you are. You fail to realize how even the facts themselves have betrayed you.
You know, just a thought, but modern English can be your friend. What?
I don't know. I truly don't.
Not very demure or mindful of you, Wright Dono.
Wow. Wow.
And here's a thought for you. Immediately following the bombing, Launchpad 1 was on the boarding Langer 1 side. The police confirmed this on scene.
What?
Liar!
So that means the director didn't move the launch pad.
Curse my judgment for calling history's greatest liar to the witness stand.
Got him.
Let us leave him to indulge in his lies and war games to his heart's content.
Liar!
But it doesn't make sense.
Future.
You can't deny that someone turned that knob. And once the safety lock was released, I'm sure the pad must have went somewhere. If we chase down the truth of this issue, then we just might find where the killer escaped to. Ugh!
You're sure it must have went somewhere? We just might find out. Your arguments are nothing but conjecture, bluffing, and wishful thinking. Stop chasing your fantasies and see reality for what it really is. Or are you not man enough to... Are you not man enough to, boy?
I'm older than you.
Oh, you're not boy enough to, man.
Boy.
Talk about hitting below the belt.
Youngins these days. That's how I feel about Twitch chat. I don't understand it. I'm sure Director Cosmos must have moved the launch pad. The knob was definitely turned after he came to the Langer. The launch pad is right where it's supposed to be. Wait a minute. Maybe I have it all backwards. What if the director turned the knob not to move the launch pad away, but to bring it back to where it was supposed to be? Yeah, it makes way more sense.
What are you blathering about?
Because also, why would they be trying to launch it if it was right next to the main building? Like, it's meant to go to the... the further out place.
Yeah.
This was him like bringing it back. I don't know.
Bring
Or
it back
keeping
now,
it back.
y'all.
I don't know.
Well, it would have been back for them to get
Yeah, they already would have been back,
from
right?
the thing. Yeah, so basically
Maybe he
it
was
was
trying to
back,
lock
then
it?
it was sent away, and then it was brought back again, potentially.
Yeah.
What are you blathering about?
What if the launch pad was at the launch site before the incident? And then, after the incident, Director Cosmos moved it back to its usual spot. All he had to do was to turn the knob to call the launch pad back. And it would be right where the police found it. Gah! Holy shit, he actually just cut his thing. Oh, but it can't go back.
That's funny. Oh no, Starbuck.
You made him silent.
Wow.
Starbuck.
Is what I really said that off base?
It pains me to have to explain how wrong your own logic is to you. However, our great liar turned the knob only after he discovered the crime scene. Indeed, the pad existed beyond the Longe when our Astro Wonders made their escape. A fact that has been recorded for posterity on filmless film.
Weird way of saying that, sure. Oh, right.
So, to reiterate, stop chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Stop chasing your fantasies and see reality for what it really is, boy.
Yeah! That doesn't really warrant a yell in my mind, but sure.
Get a grip, Mr. Wright, and focus. We know the launch pad must have been moved.
But our deductions of the actual facts of the case are in direct contradiction to each other.
Well, maybe the two astronauts never actually boarded the rocket. This footage could be fake, taken with body doubles after the incident or something?
Uh-huh.
On second thought,
Oh,
that's
shit.
too far-fetched.
Literally, it's been so many streams since we got flooded with Farfetch references, and now they're finally bringing it back. Here we go, folks. Shout out to
I
our
mean,
guy.
it hasn't even been that long. I feel like they did it last case.
I feel like it was not since the second. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Chat will tell me. Never actually boarded the rocket. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe, just maybe,
Huh?
Prosecutor Blackwell, what if I told you that the two astronauts never set foot inside the launch pad area, but instead went into another place? And what if, when the director moved Launch Pad 1 back, it was not from the launch site, but from another place? What would you say then?
Cut the existential bull, or I'll cut you.
Just let him say shit. Let him
I was
say
gonna say,
shit.
let Blackwell say bullshit.
This game is rated M for mature. Let him say shit.
Yeah. I also love how it's just I'll cut you
Yeah.
and not like I'll strike you down or something.
Does Blackwell have to cut a bitch?
Mr. Wright, you will explain yourself at once.
I know I'm right. It's the only other way. It was all the other way around from the beginning. Very well, Your Honor. Let me explain. Director Cosmos' reason for moving Launchpad 1 was to trap the true killer? Or to move it to another place?
Switch it with another place.
I think what we're gonna realize is that the Where's the chart I need? Do we even have that chart? The vertical chart. I think the museum and the launch pad were
The
actually
other place
swapped.
were switched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I think
Yeah,
switching
I'm
it
assuming
makes
that's where we
sense.
have to go.
Okay,
Where we have to
okay.
be going.